Most people believe that every leg exercise makes them stronger. But what if I told you that some of the moves you see in every gym are slowly weakening your legs, and you don't even realize it? For those over 40, the wrong choice in the gym doesn't just hurt performance. It can quietly damage joints, drain strength, and shorten your ability to stay active for years to come. In this video, you'll discover the hidden mistakes in popular leg exercises, why some techniques are more harmful than helpful, and which safer, smarter alternatives will keep your knees, hips, and muscles healthy. Some of these truths might surprise you and could completely change how you train. If you want stronger legs, fewer injuries, and workouts that actually work for your body, not against it, you're in the right place. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications so you never miss important tips that can protect your health and improve your training for years to come. Many people step into the gym with good intentions, believing they are doing their leg workouts correctly. Yet, common training mistakes creep in silently. Things like overly deep squats or locking the knees at the top of a leg press. These may look impressive in a mirror but place unnecessary stress on joints. When performed repeatedly, they plant the seeds of long-term muscle and joint damage without the person even realizing it. One of the most frequent issues is the ego squat, where someone goes too deep just to lift heavier weights. While some athletes claim astergrass squats are the gold standard, for many people over 40, this depth can lead to poorly executed training that strains the knees and hips. The goal of leg exercises is strength and stability, not showing off. A safer, more controlled approach preserves both. Another overlooked mistake is improper foot placement. Slightly turned in or overly wide stances might seem harmless, but they disrupt body alignment and force the legs to compensate awkwardly. This causes uneven load distribution, setting up muscle imbalances and discomfort over time. The body whispers its warnings long before it screams with pain. Finally, there's the issue of speed. Rushing through squats, lunges, or leg presses turns a workout into a reckless gamble. Fast, jerky movements eliminate the control needed for safe, effective exercise. They also compromise muscle engagement, meaning less strength is gained despite greater risk. The truth is, quality beats quantity every single time. Not every leg exercise builds strength. Some quietly erode it over time. Movements done incorrectly or with excessive weight don't just fail to improve performance, they weaken the very muscles they are meant to strengthen. When form breaks down, the body compensates by shifting pressure to vulnerable areas like the lower back, hips, and knees. For many over 40, this process happens gradually. A small tweak in the knee here, a bit of hip pain there, and suddenly leg strength is no longer progressing, it's declining. This is the hidden cost of harmful exercises done without guidance. They don't just risk injury, they drain the body's power step by step. A classic example is loading the leg press with more plates than one can handle. The back arches, the knees cave inward, and the force bypasses the leg muscles entirely. This leads to muscle strain instead of growth, and the damage builds with each reckless repetition. Over time, the legs lose their stability and strength. True strength isn't about lifting the heaviest weight, it's about training smartly. Controlled, precise movements create resilience, but ignoring proper form opens the door to muscle weakness, joint instability, and eventually injury. It's not just what you train, it's how you train that determines if your legs will stay strong for decades. The knees are among the most resilient yet fragile joints in the human body. They quietly absorb shock with every step, every climb, and every squat. But when exercises are performed incorrectly, these joints bear forces they were never meant to handle. Over time, this silent overload creates invisible wear and tear that few notice, until pain becomes constant. One of the biggest culprits is the overly deep squat. While some athletes praise the astergrass style, it's not suitable for everyone, particularly for those over 40. This extreme depth compresses the knee joint beyond its safe range, grinding cartilage and stretching ligaments unnecessarily. The damage accumulates slowly, making it an invisible threat. Equally dangerous is the habit of letting the knees cave inward during leg exercises. This subtle misalignment looks minor but magnifies pressure on the kneecap and surrounding tissues. The joint begins to deteriorate silently, often showing no clear warning signs until discomfort turns into chronic pain. Knee pain rarely starts with one dramatic injury. It builds like a quiet storm. Repetitive stress from poor technique, combined with age-related wear, accelerates the loss of cartilage health. Many only realize the cost when stairs become difficult or prolonged walking feels uncomfortable. Even the choice of exercise can accelerate the problem. High-impact moves like jump squats, when done carelessly, pound the knees with unnecessary force. For older trainees, these movements can turn a workout into an invitation for joint damage instead of growth. Ultimately, protecting the knees isn't about avoiding leg workouts, it's about doing them smarter. Proper form, thoughtful range of motion, and respect for one's limits turn exercise into a tool for longevity, not destruction. The difference between a healthy knee and a worn-out one often comes down to the details. When leg exercises are done with sloppy form, the damage doesn't just hit the joints, it also targets the muscles that should be getting stronger. Poor execution often shifts the effort away from the quadriceps, glutes, and hamstrings, leaving them undertrained while they suffer micro-tears and stress they weren't designed to handle. The quadriceps, for instance, take the brunt of most mistakes. Overly deep or uncontrolled squats overload the front of the thigh, creating tension that can lead to inflammation and even long-term weakness. Instead of building power, the exercise chips away at the very muscles that stabilize the knees. Hamstrings are another silent victim. When movements like lunges or deadlifts are rushed or performed with bad posture, the hamstrings are pulled and strained rather than strengthened. These muscles play a crucial role in balance and hip health, yet they are often left tight, fatigued, and vulnerable to injury. Glutes, the powerhouse of the lower body, also suffer when technique is ignored. Poor hip alignment during squats or leg presses prevents the glutes from fully engaging. Over time, this creates imbalances that don't just affect how the legs look, they impact posture, back health, and overall movement quality. Even calves can be affected by improper training. When exercises place unnecessary load on the Achilles tendon or involve jerky, uncontrolled movements, calf muscles respond with tension rather than functional strength. Small issues like this add up, creating a chain reaction of discomfort across the lower body. The truth is, every muscle in the leg is connected, and a mistake in form rarely hurts just one area. It spreads, weakening the foundation of mobility and stability. That's why learning proper execution isn't just about avoiding pain. It's about building lasting strength in every fiber of the leg. The squat is often called the king of leg exercises, but not all squats are created equal. Many people believe that going as low as possible, the so-called astergrass squat, is the ultimate standard. But for those over 40, this depth can shift from beneficial to harmful, quietly putting joints and tissues under unnecessary strain. A deep squat forces the knees to bend far beyond their natural comfort zone. This extreme angle compresses cartilage, pulls on ligaments, and can accelerate long-term wear. While athletes with exceptional mobility may tolerate it, most people unknowingly trade knee health for an illusion of better results. On the other hand, a safe squat, stopping around 90 degrees, provides almost all the benefits without punishing the joints. This range keeps tension on the muscles, particularly the quadriceps and glutes, while protecting the delicate structures inside the knee. It's a smarter, more sustainable approach for long-term strength. Another important distinction lies in control. Deep squats often tempt lifters to drop quickly into the movement, relying on momentum instead of muscle engagement. Safe squats emphasize deliberate, controlled motion, ensuring the muscles do the work and the body stays aligned. Form also matters as much as depth. A shallow squat done with a rounded back or caved-in knees can be just as damaging as an overly deep one. True squat safety combines proper range, posture, and stability, making each rep both effective and protective. The key takeaway is that deeper isn't always better. Smarter is. By respecting limits and focusing on technique, the squat transforms from a risky maneuver into one of the safest and most powerful leg exercises anyone can perform for decades to come. Many people skip the warm-up, thinking it's just a waste of time. But for anyone over 40, warming up isn't optional. It's essential. A few minutes of preparation can be the difference between a strong, safe workout and a session that leaves you stiff, sore, or even injured. A proper warm-up increases blood flow to the muscles, literally waking them up before heavier loads are applied. This step helps muscles become more elastic, tendons more responsive, and joints better lubricated. Without it, exercises hit a cold, unprepared body, and that's when micro-injuries sneak in. Joint mobility is equally critical. Simple drills like hip circles, ankle rotations, and gentle lunges may seem small, but they prime the body for movement. These exercises restore range of motion, ensuring that the hips, knees, and ankles can move smoothly without unnecessary strain during the workout. For older adults, mobility work becomes even more valuable. Decades of daily habits, sitting for long hours, standing unevenly, create stiffness that limits performance. By adding just a few mobility exercises before training, you protect your joints from overload and improve exercise efficiency. Stretching lightly before heavy movement also helps prevent tightness that could compromise form. But the key is dynamic, not static, stretching, moving stretches that prepare the body instead of locking it in one position. This keeps the muscles engaged and ready for action. In short, skipping the warm-up and mobility work is like driving a car without warming up the engine on a freezing morning. It might run, but the damage builds quietly. Investing those extra 10 minutes prepares your body for a safer, stronger workout, and for years of pain-free movement. Not all leg exercises carry the same risks. For those over 40, choosing safer variations can mean the difference between lasting strength and chronic pain. The goal isn't to avoid challenging the body, it's to train it wisely, building muscle without sacrificing joint health along the way. Lunges, for example, are an excellent alternative when done correctly. They engage the quadriceps, glutes, and hamstrings while promoting balance and coordination. Unlike heavy squats, they can be performed with lighter loads, making them easier on the knees while still delivering serious strength gains. Step-ups are another underrated tool. By using a bench or sturdy platform, you mimic a natural movement, climbing stairs, that targets the legs in a functional, low-impact way. Step-ups also allow for gradual progression, helping build power without placing unnecessary stress on the spine or hips. The leg extension machine, when used with control and moderate weight, can isolate the quadriceps safely. Many dismiss it, but with proper technique, it can be a joint-friendly option to complement compound lifts. The key is avoiding heavy loads that snap the knees straight, focusing instead on smooth, controlled representatives. Bodyweight exercises like wall sits and glute bridges also deserve attention. These simple moves improve endurance, stability, and activation of critical muscles without the heavy pounding of high-intensity training. For older adults, they offer an effective way to stay strong without added risk. Choosing these alternatives doesn't mean settling for less. It means training smarter. By mixing safe, controlled exercises with progressive overload, you build the kind of strength that lasts a lifetime, not one that burns bright and ends in injury. Listening to your body is one of the most important and most ignored aspects of safe training. Many people push through discomfort, believing pain is just part of the process. But there's a critical distinction between healthy muscle fatigue and warning signs of injury. Ignoring that difference can turn a minor issue into a serious problem. Persistent pain in the knees, hips, or lower back isn't just soreness. It's a signal that something is wrong. When discomfort lingers for days or worsens with each workout, it's time to stop and reassess. Continuing to train through this pain can lead to permanent damage instead of progress. Unusual sounds, like sharp pops or grinding sensations in the joints, are another red flag. These noises often indicate cartilage wear, tendon strain, or alignment issues that shouldn't be ignored. Treating them as normal gym sounds is a fast track to long-term problems. Swelling, redness, or sudden loss of strength should never be dismissed. These symptoms suggest the body is in distress, a possible sprain, tear, or inflammatory reaction. Training over them won't make you tougher. It will simply push your body past the point of safe recovery. Knowing when to stop is a sign of intelligence, not weakness. Pausing to evaluate, rest, or adjust training plans can prevent months of rehab later. In many cases, seeking a professional assessment early is the smartest step a lifter can take. When in doubt, consulting an orthopedic doctor or physical therapist is essential. These experts can identify what's truly happening beneath the surface. In fitness, as in life, the bravest choice isn't pushing through pain. It's knowing when to step back and protect your future strength. Join our channel's members club today to stay ahead with exclusive health insights, in-depth training tips, and early access to videos that could transform the way you care for your body. Most people don't realize that the exercises they trust might be slowly damaging their legs. But you now know the warning signs, the safer alternatives, and the smarter strategies that protect strength instead of destroying it. Your next workout is a choice: to keep repeating the same mistakes, or to train with the kind of awareness that keeps you strong, mobile, and pain-free for decades. If this video opened your eyes, leave a comment sharing your own training experience or any pain points you've faced. And, of course, hit the like button, subscribe, and activate notifications so you never miss the guidance that can keep your workouts safe and your legs stronger than ever.